I'm sharing from the future in my right now. So whenever you come across this message in your present, it will be your right now. That's how we're going to bring 5D into 3D. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. To the cosmic consciousness, soul control, family, and soul tribe. I hope everybody feeling good for no reason at all, operating in the highest frequency of your true and authentic self. As for me, I'm feeling good for no reason at all. Reasons, seasons, lessons, and blessings. What's the reason? And what season for the lesson to be a blessing? Reasons, seasons, lessons, and blessings. What are we bringing to the table? What are we bringing to ourselves? Therefore, what are we bringing to others? This is what I bring. This is what I do. And this is how I've healed. Now you may say, what does that have to do with anything else I have said? Everything. It's all connected. See, we don't get burned out from what we do, family. We get burned out because we forget the purpose of why we do it. I'm going to say it again. We don't get burned out from what we do. We get burned out because we forget the purpose of why we do it in the first place. So today's affirmation is, I am the spotlight. I am the spotlight. I am the spotlight. I am the spotlight. That's it. If you was able to affirm that you are the spotlight in your life, like I am the spotlight in mine, it's because you don't need one. And that's a good space to be. I hope everybody feeling good for no reason at all. I am a spotlight, and my name is known as Sawu. All it takes is being ourselves, family. If you're a spotlight, it's because you know that all it takes is being yourself. People gonna love you, like you, or discard you. But in the end, none of that matters because you just being yourself. If you the one, everybody know it. And everybody know that you was always the one. It ain't nothing new. I can identify because in many cases, depending on what we talk about, it was always me. I was always the one. In the realm of spirituality, I am one in divine mind known as Sawu. Glad to meet y'all. I want to share some downloads. When we're practicing self-love, and I don't mean me, myself, and I type of self-love, but that me, myself, and our type of love. When we practice self-love, and for those of us who are practicing self-love in a universal type of way, it brings us more aware of the hostile energies, hostile forces that can operate in us as well as others. But if you're operating in self-love, you're probably more aware of the hostile energies operating in others because you're operating in self-love. Being a light from the inside out is not easy. But if you do it, and we do it daily, that ain't something that I have to tell you. My purpose to bringing that out is self-love is causing a lot of hostility in the collective concerning those who don't have it, or those who is not aware of actually what self-love is, because we still have selfish tendencies. I say that to say, be aware of your attachments. And in being aware of your attachments, then we're aware of what we're attaching to. When we're aware of what we're attaching to, we're aware of what we're allowing in our lives, not just physically, but energetically and vibrationally. It's of very much importance. To watch what we attach to also makes us aware of what we have to detach from. That's a part of growing. Once you realize that the stove, once the child realizes that a stove burns them, then they don't keep trying to mess with it until they get a certain age and understand the mechanics of why the stove works, how to work the stove, and therefore and so on, so the stove don't burn them. But it takes us a few times, some of us. More so, it's hostility for those of us, or amongst those of us in the so-called conscious community. And it's crazy to observe it, but it's there. You just have to be able to pay attention to intentions, physically and energetically. Once again, your glow up can cause problems for those who are not doing the work. We got our naysayers doubting their own existence. If you're doing self-work, you got naysayers. If you're doing inner work, you got naysayers. If you're practicing self-love, you got naysayers. If you're practicing universal love, because of your self-love, you got naysayers. If you're understanding the interconnectedness of everything external, you got naysayers. Everybody not there yet. So I'm saying again, we got our naysayers doubting their own existence because they can no longer doubt ours. We're going to give ourselves a round of applause for those who caught it. So I'm going to say it again. We got our naysayers doubting their own existence because of the way we're showing up for our own. See, playing both sides, I have what's missing, what's in the middle. So spirituality ain't for everybody, no matter how much it's trending. Playing both sides will have you missing what's in the middle, the very place that we're supposed to be and be expanding from. The balance is in the middle. The reason I point this out is because to be able to transmute, to be able to transform, to be able to transmit, and to be able to transport, we have to be able to listen. My greatest mastery comes from knowing when to be a student. That's another issue that I see is causing stagnation to growth among the collective. We're not willing to listen or become a student to those who are able to show us something that we don't know. But my greatest mastery is knowing when to become a student. Regardless of how much I know, we got to know when to be a student. Because no matter how much I know, I have no issue about learning something from you. So for those who didn't catch it the first time, your greatest mastery will come from knowing when to be a student. Because when you're able to operate from that place, many times you will be misjudged, many times you will be overlooked, many times you'll be counted out. And it's all for a purpose. It's all for a purpose. We need to know when it's best to just listen. Because if we ain't see what it was before, then we may not even really see what it is now. If we ain't get it before, then we may not really be getting it now. We need to know when it's just time to listen. And that has so many layers to it, because all day noise is going on. Whether we conversing with others or we conversing with ourselves in the realms of our own mind, there's always noise going on. You know, stillness is really a discipline that it's not easy to do, to just still the noise. But most of the times, it's always noise going on. And most times when all the noise going on, we really don't know how to listen to it, because we reacting to this or responding to that, or responding to that and reacting to this. It's noise always going on. That's why meditation is good, to sit still and hear and analyze and observe what be going on up here. Sight comes by listening, family. Sight comes by listening. The church say faith comes by hearing. Sawu say sight comes by listening. Because words paint pictures to the mind's eye, but words don't teach. Listening to what? Someone may ask. Well, our intuition talks to us all day, every day. Our mind is talking to us all day, every day, according to our own frequency, realms, intentions, and desires. But what are we listening to? What channel are we on? And what's the frequency in accordance with the channel that we on? Don't wait till the weight bigger than you could bear, and then regret that you bared the weight. My biggest regret will be the day I have one. So what that means is, whatever come up, deal with it. Whatever need to be dug up, dig it up so you can deal with it. So we don't have no regrets. We don't have nothing to look back to. And we're only forced to look forward and keep moving forward. Because we ain't got regrets if we got the lesson. Love yourself, be yourself, and see yourself in everyone. Because to remember who we are, we got to know what we are not. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Feel good for no reason at all. Thank you for the like, share, subscribe, donations, comments, purchases. Thank you for being you. I'm your host and co-pilot, Side with God. I love y'all, family. Stay up. One.